Hi, it's Pamela. In this tutorial, we will create a short explainer video in Doodly.
Hey, and welcome to the official Doodly YouTube channel. If you enjoy our content, please click the like and subscribe button below. Now let's get straight to the video.
Doodly Whiteboard software is ideal for creating explainer videos. Today, we'll create one covering how to sign legal documents. This will give the person signing some insight into what it is that they are actually signing before they go through the process. As a result, they'll be more knowledgeable when the time comes to sign, which should help the process go smoothly. As always, this is a fictional example. Let's pretend the documents in question today are for a standard residential lease agreement. The first thing you're going to want to do is create a new video. Let's give it a name. And I'm just going to choose their standard whiteboard rectangle format, hit create, and we have a blank document. I did create a voiceover already, so I'm going to go to the Sounds tab here, and this plus sign, I'm going to go ahead and click that, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in my voiceover that I recorded earlier. So here's my voiceover. And it looks like it's about 1 minute and 30 seconds long. And that's about right for an explainer video. Let's add an opening title. So I want to go over here to text. And let's pick a font. I'm just going to take this one, Acme Regular. Double click into it. And let's go ahead and bring our logo in. So go to Props, hit the blue and white plus sign, and browse for your file or drag it in. And if you'd like, you can set the drawing paths on this, hit the pencil, and I'm going to start drawing here with the black, and you can't quite see the path, this red path, so I'm going to make it a little bit fatter here, and you just follow along the way you'd like the hand to draw it. And if we wanted, we could add a house or an apartment in the background. And then maybe some people, so go to characters. Let's have this guy pointing up. Now you'll see this is a 10-second long scene. That's probably too long for this. So let's take a look at our default timing here. All of these items come on for 3 seconds by default. We don't have to have that happen. I'm going to have this house already drawn on and the guy already drawn on. So they have a 0 duration now. And then the first thing to draw will be the hand drawing the words, and then the hand drawing the logo. Okay, that's pretty good, but now that I've moved my logo in front of the house, see what's happening? Because I did not make a transparent background for my logo. So I have to be cognizant of that. So I'm going to just change this a little bit. And then just a touch more time. And that's going to be perfect. So now it's time for a new scene. So you go down here, new scene. Here we're going to tell them to start by reading the agreement. So we need a document. So go to props. Let's type in document. This one, I believe, comes built into Doodly. So we'll use this one. So we could go with the same character. We have him pointing here. I think I'm going to have my little subtitle always already drawn on, and then we'll do like 2 seconds for each of these. And I always like to add a little time at the end. We may need to adjust. Let's go to show preview. Welcome to Acme Apartments. This video will guide you through the process of signing our lease agreement. Start by carefully reading the entire lease agreement. This document outlines important terms, including rent, and then it's going to be highlighting terms. So let's actually write those in. And it's time for a new scene. And this one's going to be talking about the parties involved. Now I have this one font right here that I like to use. It's just a generic scribble font. That's what it does. I got this on Google Fonts, I believe, and I don't think it's going to tell me what the actual name of the font is, which is too bad because I can't remember it. But you can find something like this on Google Fonts and import it just by clicking the plus sign there. And what this will do is it gives you just some generic scribbles, and then we could put in our regular text that we want. And now if we'd like, we could even add some arrows. So again, go to prompts, type in arrow, and we probably only want them to draw on for like a second each. I don't know if I'm going to draw these scribbles on. Let's just look. Ensure that the names of the landlord, Acme Apartments, and your name as the tenant are correctly listed in the parties involved section. Okay, so remember I said I was going to have my little subtitle always already be drawn on. I think I'll do the same with the scribbles. I will draw on Acme Apartments, and let's point to it, and then the person's name and point to it. So let's see how that goes. Ensure that the names of the landlord, Acme Apartments, and your name as the tenant are correctly listed in the part. Let's find a line. We'll just underline this when we talk about it. 1 second. Scene settings. So now we have another section, and that's going to be lease term. So I'm just kind of highlighting the things that they need to be looking out for. Okay, so I think you get the idea on how to build the scenes. I'm going to pause the video and build a few more, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I continued along and added a few more scenes as discussed, and I'm right here at the end, adding just a thanks for choosing us, here's our phone number type thing for the end. And you'll notice I'm almost reaching my voiceover. I'm gonna want this scene to extend past the voiceover, you know, so they have time to write down the phone number and whatnot. So I'm gonna go to scene settings, and instead of the standard 2 seconds at the end, I'm just going to add 10 seconds. And that'll be good. And then the last thing we're going to do is add some music. So to add music, we're going to go to Sounds, Categories, Music, and these are all of Doodly's built-in royalty-free tracks that you can use. So I'm going to just pick one. Let's just take Beyond. I want to scroll over, make sure I'm at the beginning. In this case, we're going to drop it into the microphone tab. It doesn't really matter as long as it's empty, okay? And you'll see that my music appears to be much louder, just based on the sound waves, than my voiceover. And I often find that's the case. So what I usually will do is I'll go to the speaker tab and turn this down to 10% or even lower. We'll try 8% today. That way it doesn't drown out my voice. And then it's too long, so see my video ends here. So what I usually will do is hover my mouse till I get that little double-sided arrow, and then I just drag it to the end, and that cuts it off. But I want it to fade, so I want to right click and choose fade out, and then I like to stretch that little triangle out a bit. And that is that. Let's take one quick look and then we'll be done. Welcome to Acme Apartments. This video will guide you through the process of signing our lease agreement. Start by carefully reading the entire lease agreement. This document outlines important terms, including rent, duration, and responsibilities. Ensure that the names of the landlord, Acme Apartments, and your name as the tenant are correctly listed in the Parties Involved section. Check the lease term section to confirm the start and end dates of your lease. Make sure these dates align with your plans. Review the rent payment details. This includes the monthly rent amount, the due date, and the payment methods accepted by Acme Apartments. Read the security deposit section to understand the amount required, the conditions for its return, and any deductions that may apply. The maintenance responsibilities section outlines what you, as the tenant, and Acme Apartments are responsible for. Make sure you understand your obligations. Once you've reviewed and understand all sections, sign the lease agreement. If you have any questions before signing, please reach out to us. Both you and a representative from Acme Apartments must sign and date the document. Make sure to keep a signed copy of the lease agreement for your records. It's important to have this document for future reference. Thank you for choosing Acme Apartments. If you have any questions about the lease agreement, don't hesitate to contact our leasing office. We're here to help. And there you have it. That's how you can use Doodly to create an explainer video of your own. It doesn't have to be about signing documents. It can be about just about anything. I hope this gives you some ideas. Thank you for watching.